Perfect views for you, your family, and friends to enjoy. You can find trip planning tips and excellent lodging values and special offers by visiting Yosemite.com.
KCBS News Time, 7:28. And that means it's time to get an update on Sunday morning traffic from Ted Ramey.
Yeah, Eric, everything looks pretty good out there right now, except for the one slowdown which we've seen with no cause on the upper deck of the Richmond-Santerville Bridge. Again, if you've seen anything in that area, let us know on Twitter at KCBS AM/FM traffic, 580 westbound again, upper deck of the Richmond-Santerville Bridge. We've seen some intermittent slowing there. It appears to be getting better, but there's no road work supposed to be happening there right now, so I was a little bit thrown off by that one. Otherwise, the rest of the Bay Area, albeit with some fog warnings like the Bay Bridge and 280 Mid-Peninsula, you're looking really, really good out there. Your next update, 7:38 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
KCBS Bay Area forecast. It's going to be partly to mostly cloudy this morning with a bit of haze out there. That means fog along the coast and in some areas, especially around the bridges, lows in the 50s. Later on when that burns off, plenty of sunshine throughout the Bay Area today. A beach hazard statement, look out for sneaker waves if you're headed to the beach today. Expect highs in the mid to upper 60s along the coast and at the bay, and inland highs ranging from the mid to upper 70s. Traffic and weather together on the 8s at All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
California has millions of homes that could be damaged in a strong earthquake, and earthquakes are inevitable in the Golden State. An older home is especially vulnerable to earthquake damage, so you may need to take steps to strengthen it and help reduce the chance of damage. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com to learn about better protecting your home from earthquake damage. The work may cost less than you think and can often be completed in a few days. You've worked hard to get a home. Now's the time to protect it. Get prepared today so you can worry less tomorrow. Visit strengthenmyhouse.com.
News that matters to you, around the Bay, around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
It's Sunday, October 30th, 2022. Coming up on KCBS, the number of shark attacks is down this year.
I'm Megan Goldsby on why those yucky symptoms from your latest COVID booster could actually be a good sign.
I'm Eric Thomas. KCBS News Time is 7:30. Make that 7:31. An update now from CBS News.
CBS News Brief. The head of the National Republican Senatorial Committee is blasting the attack on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul.
We have to condemn the violence, and then we have to do everything we can to make sure people feel comfortable about these elections.
Senator Rick Scott on CNN. More than 100 people killed after 2 car bombings in Somalia. The BBC's Richard Kayogi has details.
President Mohamud has appealed to the international community to send doctors and medical supplies. He says the latest attack has only strengthened his administration's resolve to combat violent extremism.
At least 153 people in Seoul, South Korea have been killed in the crush of a crowd after a Halloween party.
There will be major questions over public safety, as Seoul's Itaewon neighborhood's been known for years for its huge Halloween gatherings. They were said to number around 100,000 this year.
That's reporter Alex Jensen on the BBC. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
KCBS News Time, 7:32. If you're someone who gets strong reactions after your COVID shots, you just may be getting stronger protection from the virus. As KCBS's Megan Goldsby reports, new research out this week suggests a link between side effects and immunity.
Specifically, if you've had that feverish feeling, chills, and muscle pains, which absolutely happened to me after my latest booster, your antibodies may be slightly stronger when it comes to facing COVID-19. Those are the findings out of a study led by Dr. Amelia Herman, an assistant professor of medicine at Columbia University Irving Medical Center.
After we received their questionnaire responses, we also asked them to submit a dried blood spot sample to our laboratory. And at that laboratory, they measured antibodies against the surface protein for COVID-19.
And those with the fever-like symptoms afterward had slightly higher protection. But, says Herman,
the good news here is that even people who didn't have symptoms had a robust antibody response.
So even if you didn't feel a thing, you are still well protected. The point here, she said,
I think it's a signal that this could be taken more positively. I think we all sort of have gone through this collective trauma together, and many people have had experiences like yours. They don't feel great after the vaccine, and this allows me to sort of offer some information, say, hey, likely that you did develop a pretty great response to that vaccine. That's the good news here.
Megan Goldsby, KCBS.
U.S. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy installed new postmasters for 3 Bay Area cities last week. Ernesto Avila becomes the 26th postmaster for Antioch. Lynette Hill, a 16-year U.S. Postal Service employee, is now the new postmaster in Fairfield, and Tracy Tan is the new postmaster in San Leandro. Avila, Hill, and Tan took their oaths with DeJoy on Monday when he administered the oath to a total of 31 new California postmasters. October is normally a busy month for shark activity off the northern California coast, but as KCBS's David Welch reports, shark sightings have been considerably lower this year.
In years past, there were so many white sharks sitting off our coast that some experts dubbed this month Sharktober. But this year, shark attacks in the area known as the Red Triangle have been down. Part of that triangle includes the Farallon Islands, where biologist Jim Teets has been taking part in seasonal white shark surveys for 2 decades now.
We could be getting an average number of shark attacks, and we're just seeing fewer of them, more responsible with the sharks are moving to places where there is more food that they want to eat.
It's important to point out that he doesn't mean attacks on humans. Shark surveyors count the number of attacks on pinnipeds, like the shark's favorite food, the elephant seal. Biologists say California's white shark population has remained steady and has even grown in numbers. However, experts don't have answers for why the number of attacks have dropped this year. Teets, though, has a theory.
The number of elephant seals at the Farallons has been declining over the past 20 years, and the number of elephant seals along the California coast has been increasing.
David Welch, KCBS.
Russia says, effective immediately, it will stop implementing a UN-brokered grain deal in which more than 9 million tons of grain were exported from Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry says the reason behind the move was an alleged Ukrainian drone attack Saturday against Russia's Black Sea fleet moored off the coast of occupied Crimea. Ukraine denies the attack, saying the Russians mishandled their own weapons. BBC correspondent Hugo Bechega has more.
Russian officials had previously complained that the country's exports were still facing obstacles, suggesting they could abandon the deal. The UN official said there was no agreement for the transit of ships in the Black Sea today. The grain deal marked a rare diplomatic achievement in this conflict. The UN spokesman called on all parties to ensure that it continued.
The Russian declaration came after UN Chief Antonio Guterres urged Russia and Ukraine to renew the grain export deal set to expire November 19th. Guterres also urged other countries, mainly in the West, to expedite removing obstacles blocking Russian grain and fertilizer exports. KCBS News Time 7:36, 2 minutes away from an update on traffic and weather together.
Are you kidding me? Gas prices are up again? Somebody has to do something. Well, someone did. That's why I use Upside. Upside? What's that? It's a free app that pays you back real money for every gallon of gas or diesel you buy. I just earned 25 cents back on every gallon of this tank. Hold on. So the Upside app is free and you actually get cash back every time you use it? No strings attached? Yep, it's awesome. Check it out. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up. Instead of just watching your dollars go into your tank, start putting money back into your wallet with the free app from Upside. With the price of gas today, it's big news and big money. To cash out of your Upside cash, just transfer it to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card. Upside users have already earned over $200 million. Now it's your turn. Download the free Upside app and get cash back on every gallon of gas. Use promo code RADIO48 for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's code RADIO48. Use code RADIO48 for an extra 25 cents per gallon back in your first fill-up.
At Prime Mail Medical, they understand how frustrating it can be to experience difficulties in your intimate life. Their mission is to provide you the medical care you need for improved performance.
At Prime Mail Medical, we have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in treatments for ED and low T, and we have a 99% success rate. Most impotence problems can be treated in just one visit.
That's Dr. Robert Rowley from Prime Mail Medical.
We offer a variety of treatments, including high-dose sublingual lozenges, ultrasound-based shockwave therapy, and injectable therapies. We can also treat testosterone issues when needed.
Prime Mail Medical in the East Bay and San Francisco. Get your customized evaluation for just $99, which covers a full year of free visits, including a PSA test, testosterone test, and ultrasound. Call now, 415-761-4037, or go to primemailmedical.com. That's 415-761-4037. 41 40 37.